Hello, welcome. This is an exciting video because this is the first home reno, home decor, home makeover, anything that I'm starting in the new house. And I'm so excited for that. I'm excited. And before we start, I want to give a big thank you to Blue Land for sponsoring today's video. Welcome back to the series where I challenge myself to use thrifted materials and a love of all things retro to DIY our family home from this farmhouse to that 70s house. So if you did not catch the whole house tour of this house, I would strongly recommend you go check out that first so you know where we are in the house. But we're gonna start in this side room upstairs. This is gonna be very much a multi-purpose room, which is why I feel like it's the right soft launch space to start doing some projects on, because there's no one set direction for this space, unlike, let's say, a bedroom or a bathroom where that is the thing that it needs to do. This room has a lot of different things that it wants to do that I want to do with it. And so I feel like this is a good place to just try out lots of new things and really just like get my groove in with this new house and like how we want to work together. Okay, anyways, let's just talk about the couple things that this room needs to be. First and foremost, this is going to serve as my home office. Right now, you are sitting on a desk. This desk came from my parents' house, actually. We had this in my house growing up. I remember using it as like a small child, and it's survived like my whole life, and I'm just now realizing as an adult this is a gorgeous piece of antique teak furniture, very like valuable, in wonderful condition. So my parents were not using it and they graciously gave it to me, and now it's here. Yeah, that's a cool story. And to go along with this desk, I just went and picked up this most amazing office chair off Facebook Marketplace.
Made in Toronto. Hold on, let me show you. Seeing under the bottom of these old chairs is always so fun, but can you see this? Geary Avenue, Toronto.
And I only spent, I think, $30 on this chair, and it's such high quality and just matches the desk so well. So we're off to a good start. I currently have the desk chair combo in this corner of the room, and I think that's where it wants to stay because the lighting is just really good for video calls, but everything's still up in the air and TBD. And I actually just this morning got a package in the mail from Etsy. It's always a good day when your Etsy deliveries show up. And this is a little laptop stand. This is from a shop called Man & Son. And they do little like woodwork items. Oh yes, okay. I picked the very funky green option because I thought it looked very 60s, and I'm already really happy with the choice of color. Oh, I love simple product design that is also beautiful. Oh. Are you kidding? Oh, it's adorable. It's perfect. It's adorable. And also, the laptop can go like this if you're not using it. Okay, love her so much. On top of this space serving as my office, it will also be a little bit of the music room. I think the guitars will live here. And another really big aspect of this room that I want to implement is something that Austin's been asking for. Since we basically bought the house, one of his only asks is that he really wanted a pool table, a billiards table. He said, if we can put one somewhere in this house, I would be so happy. And I do really want to make sure that I'm keeping his needs in mind, because I know a lot of this house design is gonna be my baby, my thing. So I think I gotta figure out a way to get a pool table in here. We have the space for it, but I don't know how to go about this, and I know they're like 1,000 pounds, so stay tuned for that adventure. I literally don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I know I'm going to do it. I'm a very capable person. So before we get into figuring out any of the design stuff, there are some actual technical flaws of the room that we need to address first. Around the whole room, there is this white trim, but it was installed a little poorly, and it's falling off in a lot of places. So the first step we're gonna start with is removing this trim wherever it is falling off and replacing it with a wood trim. I wanna just do a really nice, rich wood color that's gonna match the ceilings and the floors. And it's gonna scream a little more mid-century than this white trim. Okay, let's get to some demo. Okay, first up, we're gonna deal with these terrible drapes. Oh gosh. Okay, dealt I guess they were just being resourceful and trying to not waste material and knowing they'd put a drape here, but like, why would you cut your trim there? You know? You're gonna see it, people. Now, as for how to get this off nicely. Oh. So easy. I hope they all go this easily. They're barely even on the wall. Hold on. I don't even need the fancy crowbar. This is how not in the wall these were. No wonder they're all falling off. Look how much nicer this looks already without that white trim there. I know it's like a little bulb right now, but it's much cleaner feeling already. Clean this all up, get some really nice simple wood trim on here. It's gonna be so good. Okay, I have successfully got all the trim off of all the windows and like the ceiling trim and the baseboard trim. It's all gone, which feels very good. And I've patched a lot of the holes that needed to be fixed, so I'm ready to move on. But before I do that, I do want to clean up because it's a little dusty in here after that, which brings me to today's sponsor, Blueland. So you guys know I'm doing my best to make sustainable choices when it comes to making over this whole house, which means that buying and using single-use plastic bottles for my cleaning products is not happening, okay? So let me tell you how you can actually save money on your cleaning products and do some good for the planet. So I've heard good things about Blueland in the past, so when I saw it in a store near me, I actually just bought it and had to try it. But if you'd like to try it for yourself, you can get it on their website and have it shipped directly to you. The link to it is in the description box. So let's do a little unboxing together. I got the Clean Essentials kit, which in it comes a foaming hand soap, a multi-surface cleaner, a glass and mirror cleaner, a bathroom cleaner. You get all 4 of the bottles and 4 of the cleaning tablets, which dissolve in water to make your cleaning solutions. Which, speaking of those solutions, let's go make them. Blueland's products are sourced from ingredients that are vegan, gluten-free, soy, and nut-free. Blueland uses no single-use plastic in any of their components, from the bottles, tablets, and wrappers to shipping. Their products are also EPA's Safer Choice certified. This means EPA scientists have evaluated every ingredient in the product to make sure it meets stringent criteria. Blueland's tablets start at just $2.25. So today I'm going to be using their multi-surface cleaner on the walls to get any of the dust off before I paint, and the glass and mirror cleaner on the windows because they need a good clean as well. To stock up on sustainable cleaning products for yourself or give a sustainable gift to your friends or family, click the link in my description box and get 20% off. You don't have to wait until Black Friday to get Blueland's best deals. It's their best sale of the year. So just took a mid-work break to check Marketplace to see what pool tables are available. There are so many and the prices range all over the place. Trying to balance a really good quality one versus not being super expensive. So I found one. It's a good brand. It's made of good material. It's a slate, which is like the best playing surface from what I've been learning. And I'm trying to see if he'll sell it for $500. It's a lot, but it's also not. Because these things can be so expensive, and I do need to factor in having a company come set it up properly, because it's important that you get it built right because they're very heavy, and it's important that you get it built level so that the balls don't roll when you don't want them to. I don't know, fingers crossed. I'll message this person. I'm gonna call the pool table store, which turns out there are a couple, and see what they can do for me. This is gonna be an ongoing thing throughout this video, TBD. Check in with you later. Hi there, I was calling about your pool table moving services.
Okay.
That's something you do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at purchasing a pool table from somebody else, and it's already dismantled, so I'd love to have it moved to my house and reassembled. Is that something you can do?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I just popped out to go get some pendant lights that I just saw in Marketplace. I have them now in my car. I think they look good. I think they'll be really cool for the space, so I wanted to grab those before they were taken by someone else. And while I'm out, I'm now gonna go grab the paint because I do want to paint the walls. I was kind of like thinking maybe I wouldn't have to because the beige wasn't so terrible, but there was a lot of patch work that I had to do. So now there's drywall putty all over the walls, so I do need to paint. And I think it's just a good time to do a nice white, make that room bright and clean. So we'll grab paint and we'll get to painting tomorrow. Okay, got the wall paint, good. And then got my Marketplace wall lamps, which we need to talk about this, okay? This was like a roller coaster of emotions, like a high and a low, and I think it's all going to be good in the end. So I saw these listed. The price was reasonable. There was 2 of them. So naturally, one would assume they're just in the style of the mid-century modern lights that look like this because the price was good. And there's so many things that are imitation mid-century design because it's very popular, right? They were bagged up. When I opened them after I had left, maybe smart, maybe not smart to do, but I paid for them and I took them. I think these are authentic, guys. I literally do think. Look, they have the little Herman Miller charm on this, and then the shade itself has a sticker here that also says Herman Miller. But then also the shade does have some damage, which, can you see? The shade is made up of these metal rods on the inside that have fabric wrapped around, and some of the rods are pretty bent, which kind of has it a little bit warped looking. Maybe that's why the price was so discounted, or sometimes people just don't know what they have. I think I can fix this. I'm gonna try my best to fix the rods and make it look a little better, but this has got me like, I think I'm a little speechless here. Hold on, let's do some Googling. Come with me. Okay, let's do this. Herman Miller Nelson Bubble Wall Sconce Pendant? All these words? Let's see, okay, this is it, straight from the Herman Miller website. It's like $500 a light. It's $1,000 in lights. I mean, what I have looks exactly like this. Exactly like it, except mine's a little bent. I think this is a win, guys. I think this is a thrifted win, and I think I can fix it. Or at least we'll put the dented side towards the wall, but okay. Now I'm very enthused to get this wall painted so I can hang some lights. Let's do it. Okay, this is how the white paint is looking in here now that's fully dry, and it looks so good. It's so much brighter and fresher, and these windows are just like, without the curtains, so bright. I'm loving it. But we need to replace the trim that I took off, and instead of doing that same, like, I don't even know what it is, like an MDF based trim, I want to use just plain pine wood. I think it's gonna look so good with the ceilings. So this is just a 1x3 piece of pine, and all I'm gonna do is cut nice 45-degree corners. Oh, yes! Yes. Cool. Beautiful 45. And then the easiest way to do this to get your most precise measurement is to just hold your piece up to where you want it to go. I say it's easy as I'm struggling. It's just heavy. Cut this out, friends. And then with your, come on. And then with your pencil, just mark a tick where the other one needs to have its angle cut into. Perfect. Literally perfect. And then to attach it to the wall, I'm just gonna use a little bit of wood glue since it's going wood to wood, and a few little nails. Okay. And we repeat. Hello, Becky speaking. Yes.
Yes, sir. Don't show up or they come
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still interested. I mean, I thought that I was able to come today, so I had arranged a pool assembly company to come tomorrow, so I would love to not have to cancel on them. Well, is it a friend of yours that has the slate? Like, who is this person? Okay. Is it possible that I can go to him first, get the slate, and then come to you for 6:30? Yeah, I would need help. I don't know if your friend is able to help instead of you if you can't be there, or... No, it's just myself. Yeah, I mean, I myself cannot lift it alone, but if there's someone there to help me put it in the car will be no problem. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we're getting a pool table. I can make a whole video on marketplace experiences, but I've messaged several people. I've been ghosted by people. I was ready to leave like 3 hours ago to meet someone, and then he messaged me as I was picking up my car keys to say, just kidding, I'm not home and I can't sell it to you today. People are interesting. But I finally got through to a guy who says I can pretty much come tonight, pick it up. I'm not counting my chickens until this pool table's in my car here. But the good news is I've spoken to a company who is totally down to come help me build it and assemble it in my house, which that is something that I would need the most help with. So we're on our way, folks, to having something happen here. But trim is looking good. If I manage to get this pulled off, I'll be happy. All right, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon at the house, and I'm finally ready to move on to staining, and I'm gonna try something that I don't have much experience with at all in an effort to use less products, have less steps, have less waste when I'm done with this project. I'm gonna try out a stain and polyurethane in one, which is supposed to like stain the wood and seal it in one go, and you just need a synthetic brush to apply it. You don't need rags, which means you don't have to throw those out after. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna give it my best go. This room is a test room. We're just testing a lot of techniques for the rest of the house. Let's do a little test patch. Okay, interesting. I think it's okay. It just looks quite different in the can than when applied. Do not be alarmed. Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. So my experience with this product was mostly good. It was just unlike anything I'm used to using before. It definitely falls right in between a typical stain and a paint. you have to be very careful with how you apply it, because as soon as you apply it in one spot, it starts to soak in easily, and it's not easy to blend in any areas down the road. Like a stain, you can kind of rub on in any direction and it blends nicely at the end. But with this product, if you are not deliberate with where you put your strokes with a paintbrush, you will definitely see the layers and it will look a little bit blotchy, which is a lesson that I had to learn along the way. It's also something I would definitely recommend you apply with a paintbrush as opposed to a staining rag. I thought you could do either, but after working with this, it's quite thick and sticky, more like a paint, and you want a brush to apply it. But the end result was really great. It definitely stayed at the right color and it had that kind of sealed, varnished look at the end. Not too shiny, the right amount of shiny. And I got that all in one step. This is a very exciting step. I don't know how high to put these. I think that looks good. Oh, I'm so nervous to not damage them anymore. How am I supposed to do this? I mean, truthfully, this probably came with instructions and I don't have them. I think this is right. I just don't know why. I think this is right. Oh yeah. Sound we want to hear. Oh my god. Stunning. Stunning. A little bit of grease, but I can clean that. Frickin' stunning. Stunning! Okay, okay. Wow, beautiful. Just like tears internally. Nice. This is the one that had a little bit more damage than the other, but I don't think you can really tell. Okay, this is where I think I'm gonna end this for now because we've made it to like an amazing state in this room. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. And I was also referencing all of my saved Pinterest photos of the inspiration for the space, and we are coming very similar to spaces that I have pinned. Like, look at these photos with the wood trim and the white wall, and then look at this space, guys. I think we're getting there, I really do. I'm very excited for what's up next, which is to decorate this whole place now that it's ready to go. It needs some more pieces, some styles, some decor, and oh, hopefully that pool table. I'm feeling confident this is all gonna come together, but I truly don't know. So I'll just say I'm excited to see you next week and figure out with you how this works out. Make sure you subscribe because I don't want you to miss the reveal of this. I just know it's gonna be a good one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Come on in. Okay, so this is the main living space. This is really what sold us on the entire house because as you can see, it's just so beautiful in here.